Hello everyone, I'm Joshua Dibolite and today I'm gonna give 10 facts about me since it's almost my birthday and I think it's about time to talk about myself. Let's give it a go. Number one fact about me is that I was born and raised here in Santiago City and I was actually born on a Sunday, linggo, nung pinanganak ako. It was during Sunday service that I was born. It was at 9 a.m. in the morning and it was during the Sunday school. Kaya siguro teacher ako at hindi ako preacher. Second fact about me is that I'm a pastor. I'm currently the youth pastor of Agape Christian Center main church here in Santiago City, and I studied at Safton Bible Training Center, which leads to fact number 3. I'm currently the school director of Safton Bible Training Center, where I studied in 2006 to 2007, and then I moved to Baguio in 2007, just after Safton. And that's fact number 5 about myself. I stayed in Baguio Benguet for 11 years and I just moved back home 2 years ago since I needed to stay closer at home to be with my parents, my family, and to be the school director of Safton Bible Training Center. And I started here since officially in May of 2018. I wasn't officially staying here yet. I was still in Baguio up to I think last Sunday of June. I was still pastoring the church at Ato in Benguet, and I moved my staff, I think, right after the last Sunday of June in 2018. In fact number 4, fact number 6 is that I'll be turning 35 by July 28th, and I started fact number 5 is that I'll be turning 35 on July 28th. That's on Tuesday. If I upload this video, that's like how many days from now? 5 days? 4 days? And hindi ko alam kung halata sa itsura na 35 na tayo by Tuesday. But I try to stay fit, trying to do my best to be as healthy as possible. That's why I try to lose weight. Kasi mukha na akong tatay talaga, dad bod na yung aking katawan. At ang aking mukha ay wala na yung baby face na sinasabi nila dati. Feeling. Pero 35 na ako by Tuesday. And that leads to fact number 6, I think. Number 6 na ba tayo? I studied early. I started grade 1 at 5 years old. So I'm like 2 years behind all my classmates. Or more than one year behind sa age. And that wasn't a problem when I entered elementary at 5 kasi kaya ko namang sumabay sa mga 7 years old na kasama kong nag-aaral At I think hindi lang ako ang gano'n ng edad na nag-aral ng grade 1. Nagsimula ng elementary at 5 years old kasi may kaklase ako dati si Attorney Rod na 5 years old din siya during that time. And also another one si Claire who was also 5 years old when she started elementary. I didn't go to preschool. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. I was excited siguro to go straight to grade 1. Back in, kailan ba yun? 1995, I think. So I studied at Balintocatok Elementary School. Doon ako nag-graduate ng elementary sa Santiago, dito sa Santiago. Then I finished high school at Rizal National High School, dito rin sa Santiago. But I studied in Namilangan National High School sa Alfonso Lista, Ifugao for a year during my first year in high school. And then right after high school sa Rizal National High School, I went to Ifugao State College of Agriculture and Forestry because I wanted to become a forester. So I went there and enrolled there sa Nayon Lamot Ifugao for only one semester. Because my father during that time went to the US. I think that was in 2001 when I was in first year college. And he said I should shift to nursing kasi very in demand ang mga nursing colleges during that time, and very in demand ang nurses abroad. So my father urged me to transfer sa ibang school, and I went to medical colleges of the northern Philippines, Alimannaw, Cagayan, very close to Tuguegarao, almost Tuguegarao, kasi malapit kami sa capital ng Tuguegarao. So I finished a 2-year course there, and after finishing yung ladderized course nila ng nursing, I went back home because I was still 17 during that time when I finished that program. So I went back home to Santiago, and then I enrolled at SICAT dito sa may Caloocan, Southern Isabela Colleges of Arts and Trades. And I took nursing at 18, and I started working right after that course, odd jobs under expressions, yung Expressions, Sterling Company, yung department store nila ng Mart 1, and then I went from Mart 1 to Jollibee, and then I went to PCBS, and then I went back to Mart 1 again, so Vegan, when they opened Mart 1 in Vegan. And then ayun, after 2 years of working odd jobs, I finally came back home and then enrolled dito sa Sefton Bible Training Center in 2006. So that leads to fact number number 6 ko. Wala na ako masabi sa number 7. Fact number 7 is that I've been doing intermittent fasting for more than a year now. So I haven't had rice except sometimes for some sweet sticky rice, yung mga tawag dyan, malagkit, biko, kinsa kumakain ako, pero yung white rice, I never had white rice for more than a year already. I think 1 year and 1 month of not having white rice. And ano pa ba? Successful naman yung aking pag-lose weight kasi I was like siguro level 1 sa obesity. 98 kilos ako during that time when I started, and supposedly sa aking BMI, I talk about this sa aking paano pumayat na series of vlogs na wala namang actually nanonood. I I dapat ang BMI ko ay maximum of I think 79 or 80, something like that. So I was obese, hindi lang overweight kundi obese. And at least naman na-reach ko ang 77, less than the maximum BMI, normal BMI ko sa aking height na 5'11", at sa age ko. So, hopefully lang ma-maintain natin yung weight kasi minsan nakaka-tempt naman kumain at uminom ng milk tea. Weakness ko talaga yung milk tea saka pagkain ng baboy, barbecue, pork barbecue. Pero kaya. Basta consistency, commitment. Yun ang kailangan. Siguro fact number 8 is that ito na lang. Hindi ako makatulog ng walang Colombo. Hindi ko alam kung may mga kilala kayong tao na hindi makatulog pag walang Colombo. Pero isa ako doon sa mga taong hindi makatulog pag walang Colombo kasi parang napakatry nung paa. Gusto kong may kinikis-kis sa paa ko habang natutulog. So, hindi ko alam kung since birth, but as long as I can remember, I think I've been looking for Colombo every time I speak. Every time I go to places, I bring something Colombo. And sa mga travels ko abroad, sa mga travels out of town, kailangan may dala tayong Colombo, something na kinukuskus sa paa na magaspang para makatulog tayo sa gabi. So, ayan, ano pa ba? Number 9. Sige, number 9, hindi ako mahilig sa alahas. I don't wear any necklace. I never had piercings sa aking tenga or siguro nung bata-bata ako may mga necklace ako na kung anik-anik. Pero hindi ako mahilig sa gold necklace, bracelet, sing-sing. Hindi ko matiis talaga sa kamay ko. Except for some, ano ba tawag dyan? Yung mga rubber na nilalagay sa kamay minsan. May mga binili akong ganun, tagda 35, mga ganun dati na later tinatanggal ko rin kasi hindi ko talaga matiis. Kasi even watches, yung mga wristwatch, lalo na yung mga metal na relo, hindi ko matiis na suot. Mabigat masyado. So I don't wear anything except for clothes that I wear. I don't even put on powder on my face. So pag nakikita nyo ako, walang nakalagay sa mukha. Minsan meron sa buhok, wax, pero sa mukha, no polvo, no moisturizer, and no anything. Sometimes siguro may moisturizer kapag nagbabalat, especially when I was still living in Baguio. But to maintain it, like put on moisturizer every day, ay wala. So, I don't know if that's a fact. Fact number 9 is that I've been to 8 countries already in the world. I've tried to go to another 3 countries pa sana, pero wala namang nangyari. I did apply to the US twice, but I didn't get a visa. And then there was a plan for me to go to Canada sometime in I think 2014, 2015, but that didn't work out as well. And then we applied, not just me, but with other people. We applied to Italy. sometime I think in what year was that? 2012. But it didn't work out as well, so I've only been to Southeast Asia so far. My first country was Korea, South Korea. And I went there in 2009. Yeah, I went back in 2011, I think. For the first time, I stayed there for less than a month. We did like a tour together with a band. Kasi medyo singer-singeran tayo. Hindi ako singer, feeling lang. But I was with the band. And that was the first time. And the second time I stayed there for like less than 2 months. So medyo matagal. But never ako natutong mag-Koreano. No? Hindi ako magaling mag-Hangul. Except for some basics like ano yung sa'yo. Mas magaling pa yung mga Gen Z na mahilig sa K-drama. Gagaling magbasa, saka gagaling nilang magsalita ng Hangul. Pero ako hindi ako natuto. And then my second country was Cambodia. I went to Cambodia sometime in 2014. But first, before going to Cambodia, I flew from Manila to Vietnam pala. So Korea and then Vietnam, and I stayed in Vietnam for like 2 nighs, 2 days, and then went by land from Hanoi, from Ho Chi Minh to Phnom Penh. So Cambodia is my third, second is Vietnam. And then my fourth country was saan ba? Thailand, I think. So I went to Thailand sometime in 2018, I think. So I went there and then I flew from Thailand to Malaysia. So pangilan na ba yan? 5th na yung Malaysia. Pang 6, I went to SG. On the same year, pumunta ako ng Singapore to attend a lectureship, to attend a lectureship and a workshop. And then from Singapore, I flew from Changi to Phnom Penh. But hindi na counted yun, na nag-Cambodia ulit ako. And then pangilan na ba yun? 5. Pang-6 is, I think, Hong Kong. When I went to Hong Kong last year, and madalas na rally dati sa Hong Kong about sa pinaglalaban nila na independence from the rule of China. I don't want to talk about that here. So I went to Hong Kong and then flew from Hong Kong to Ho Chi Minh, and then by land again I traveled from Ho Chi Minh to Vietnam to Cambodia for the 1, 2, pangilan na ba yan? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Kasi nakalimutan ko kasama ko yung mga estudyante ng SCCPC. When I was still working in Baguio, I was with the team and I led the team to go to Vietnam and Cambodia. So we left that out. We overlooked that one. We missed that one. Ang hirap mag-English. But anyways, nailagay ko naman na yun kanina sa listahan ko. Yung sira itong So ano pa ba? And then last, number 7 is Taiwan. At least before the outbreak of coronavirus, I was able to travel to Taiwan last December before pa dumating sa Pilipinas in January itong coronavirus. So I was able to travel and I thank God that I experienced Taiwan. Salamat sa mga taong tumulong sa akin. And of course, number 8, Pilipinas. I was able to travel some parts of the Philippines, at least Luzon, Visayas, saka Mindanao. I was able to travel to places, and I encourage people to travel as well. Ano yung mga nakakasalamuha ko, people that I'm close to, and I encourage them to travel because by traveling, you'll widen your perspective, you'll learn cultures, you'll meet people, and I think malaki ang tulong ng traveling when it comes to your outlook in life, the way you approach people, the way you understand things. Pag nasa isang lugar ka lang, I think very limited ang yung perspective sa mga bagay-bagay kasi wala ka masyadong na-experience at nakita. So I think traveling can give you that. So travel while we can, sa mga bata pa't walang asawa. Siguro, yun ang aking number 10 na ba yun? I'm single. So, hindi to panawagan para magkaroon ng love life. But that's a fact. Wala pa akong asawa at pamilya kasi a lot of people sometimes ano ba English na? Mistake me, or assume. Nahirapan tayo doon. Assume that I'm married and with kids na. So I always say, especially when I travel, when I talk to people and they say, so you left your family back home, your wife and your kids, like, no, I'm single. I don't have a family yet. I mean, I have my family. I have my mama and my papa, my siblings, but I don't have my own family yet. So maybe in God's timing. I mean, we're not rushing, and I think that's one thing that people don't understand. If I say I'm happy, I mean, I'm not lonely just because I'm not with somebody like asawa. But sabi ko nga minsan, I think I'm not gonna marry. So I'm like fulfilled, content being single. Maybe it's just not the right time yet, but maybe soon, but not so soon. And I mean, it's not my top priority to look for a partner, but I do pray for a lifetime partner. And in God's perfect timing, maybe we'll have that wedding that people are anticipating for a long time. And at least I don't get any pressure from my parents na nasa na yung magiging apo namin sa'yo, or nasa na yung magiging manugan namin. So thank you, family, mama and papa, for not pressuring me to get married in this age. And I think that's it. 10 facts about me. I can talk more about myself sa private conversations that you can have with me. If we do meet, ask me questions that you want to know. And I thank you. I think I've reached 260 subscribers. Yay! And, salamat sa panonood at salamat sa pagtsatsaga. And hopefully, we'll grow as a community. I'm not really a vlogger. And the quarantine period made me a vlogger. Maybe I can talk more about that sa other videos why I started vlogging or this YouTube channel. So thank you everyone. I think this went too long already, and I know that was supposed to be like a 5 minute video lang in my mind, pero I talk too much in this video. So God bless everyone and stay safe always. See you all. To those who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and if you find this interesting, you can share this video, and ayun. God bless everyone.